Simplifying fractions. So write the goal at the top of your notes, simplify fractions. And remember to put a column for questions and a section for conclusion at the bottom. Go ahead and draw a circle and cut it into 4 equal parts. Shade 2 of those parts, doesn't have to be yellow, and then write down what fraction that represents. It's the fraction 2/4. We can write the same fraction in a simpler way by just taking a circle and cutting it in half and shading half of it. That's the fraction 1/2. Notice how the same amount of the circle is shaded. Let's put our first example in. Well, before we put our first example in, let's draw another picture. And let's split a square into 8 equal parts. And we'll start the fraction. We know that it has 8 equal parts, and we're going to shade 2 of those parts. So this represents the fraction 2/8. We can draw this same fraction, represent it with a square, and instead of cutting it into 8 parts, we can just cut it into 4 parts. And shade just one of those 4 parts. Again, notice how the same amount is shaded. The yellow part is the same size. And so that's the fraction 1/4. So 2/4 equals 1/2. 2/8 is the same fraction as 1/4. So here is example 1. Example 1, we're going to simplify 10/14. Now I'm going to hit pause because we're not going to draw a picture of this. We're going to look for a number, a factor of both 14 and 10. 2 is a common factor of both 10 and 14. We can divide both the numerator and the denominator by 2, and it simplifies to 5/7. Example 2, we're going to simplify a slightly larger set of numbers, 24/36. A common factor of both 24 and 36 is 6. So this simplifies to 4/6. Now I'm going to stop right there because that's not the most simplified version of 24/36. So we're going to keep going. 4/6 can be simplified by dividing both the numerator and the denominator by 2. So we get 2/3. So the question is, how can we go straight from 24/36 to 2/3? And the answer is using the greatest common factor between the numerator and the denominator, also known as the GCF, the greatest common factor. The biggest number that goes into both 24 and 36 is 12. 24 divided by 12 is 2. 36 divided by 12 is 3. So that simplifies to 2/3. We'll do one more example, example 3 in your notes. And this will have two parts. A will simplify I'm going to back that up a little bit. Okay, sorry for the delay. 20/50ths. 10 is the biggest factor that goes into both 20 and 50. So if we divide 20 by 10, we get 2. 50 by 10, we get 5. Last example. Example 3b. 45/60ths. We can see that 5 goes into both, but that's not the greatest number that goes into both. See if you can think about what is the biggest number that goes into both 45 and 60. $15 goes into both 45 and 60, so that simplifies to 3/4.